there. Today I just wanted to share with you some tips for budgeting for beginners. The first thing you need to do when you're starting a budget is you need to know why you're budgeting. And if you don't have a reason, you need to think of a reason, decide why you want to start budgeting, because it's not really fun and it's not really easy. You're probably not going to stick with it if you don't have a goal and a purpose in mind. So the second step that I would recommend based off of my own personal experience is to download the Dave Ramsey Every Dollar app. So the Every Dollar app is free. There's a free version. There's also a paid version. I don't recommend the paid version initially, at least, because you'll be spending money to start saving money, which is kind of backwards in my opinion. You also need to connect your bank account to it, and that's a little sketchy, some people would say. It's probably fine, but just do the paid version. Just go through all the steps. It's super simple. Just put in your expected income, then you put in all of your expenses in the categories that they provide. They used to allow you to change the different categories, but now they're basically set. You can still add in the name of what you need to call something, if it's like a subscription or if it's groceries or if it's restaurants. You need to just go through the app and fill out as much as you can. I would recommend going through your last month's bank statement and putting in everything that you spent money on and just adding up the categories. After you put in the income and after you put in the expenses for your month, it's gonna have a number at the top. It's going to be either positive or it's going to be negative. If it's negative, that means that you are spending more money than you're making. That is definitely not a great thing. How about you go through, if that's the case, try to minimize the categories that you are in control of. You can control and focus on. So coffee, Starbucks, stop going there. That'll probably save you like $50 a week. Just stop going. There's many other things that you can just stop. You know, if you have a BarkBox subscription, we used to have one. It was like $44 a month for dog toys. Knock it off. Just stop doing that. You don't need to do that anymore. After you have that and you put all those numbers in, hopefully you're in the positive. If you're in the positive, then you'll be able to delegate that money into a savings account. On every dollar, they automatically have an emergency fund. An emergency fund is basically 3 to 6 months of expenses that you have set aside in case anything were to happen to you or your job. It's just a good thing to get in the practice of doing. I have tips for success. You need to allow yourself to have some breathing room, and I would recommend you put in there fun money. Fun money is just something for you personally to be able to spend money on whatever you want, because this budgeting thing can be kind of difficult, challenging, intense, hard, not that easy. Could be other adjectives. I would just go through and put in fun money. So I think what me and my husband do, we have like $100 a piece. So you can spend anything. You could buy a mug with that money. You could buy a plant with that money. You could go get some chocolate if you want to. It would make it feel like you are able to have some leeway with your expenses. It would make it some more fun for you. And it could also help you to practice self-control. Pretty much why you're having a problem with your money anyways. Sorry to tell you that. The second tip I have is to not forget your subscriptions. I mean, some are monthly, but if you have ones that are like every other month or every quarter, like FitFabFun, like once every few months, those are really tricky to remember that you have been subscribed to something, to put it into your budget. Really make a list of everything that you think that you've signed up for and add it into your budget so that you don't have this surprise expense come out of your bank account that you weren't expecting. The third tip I have is to tell your friends and get them on board with also budgeting alongside you. If you have a bunch of friends and they're going out to parties and stuff, or they're going out to dinners every weekend, you can just say, hey, I surrender. I don't have the money. I'm budgeting. I can't do it. But it'd be more fun if you were doing it with them and they were also not going out and they were coming over to your house and having a cup of tea and some hot chocolate and some little biscuits and scones. That would be more fun than going out and spending all of your money that you just worked hard for during the week. Fourth tip is to include your credit card expenses. While credit card expenses aren't coming out of your bank account right away, they're still a part of your expenses. So you need to be including what you're paying for with your credit card. If that's subscriptions, if that's gas. I don't know what people use their credit cards for. I try not to use mine a whole lot. Definitely put in your credit card expenses into your budget so that you're not taken aback by these ridiculous interest charges and things because you're not keeping track of what you're spending your credit card money on, okay? The last tip I have is the hardest one. Learn to say no to things. You need to be mindful of why you are spending your money, and if you see a great deal and you see something that looks fantastic and you just want to buy it, second guess yourself. Say no. That's probably not what I need to be spending my money on, because why put in all this hard effort into a budget just for Target to take all the money that you just tried to save? That's just ridiculous. You need to have some self-control, you need to have measures in place, you need to have people like me in your life telling you, no, you don't need that. So I'm telling you, no, you don't need that, and you need to say no, calm down, walk away, don't go to Target, don't enter, go with a friend who's gonna tell you no. That's what I would say about that. I hope that these tips helped you get off on the right start with creating a budget for yourself so that you can create a savings and whatever that looks like with either an emergency fund or saving up for something that you want to buy. This episode was a part of my Get It Together series, also known as GIT. Look forward to the next episode. You can subscribe, like, comment, share. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you later.